Sorry to make so many GME videos. The game stunk. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. This is Brian Lewis with MMT Investing, and things just changed. Okay, so this is the coolest freaking. Well, we did our launch off the down support, but look, we got a big consolidation down, and then we set up a little ramp support here. Boom. Smaller consolidation across, smaller consolidation into the mini takeoff consolidation on a new uptrend. So that boom, 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 I believe is going to be our uptrend line for the rest of the bubble. And right now it's aiming for 200 this morning, and we got the necklines from the previous bubble here. So we've already tagged this 200 neckline, and the next one is 340. So that's the target, 340. I'm sitting on some Friday 200 strike calls, and I've got some longer dated ones also at 200 strike, just because that's the neckline that I think will be above because we already hit it, so I just struck there. Yeah, so if you take a look at the previous bubble here, you can see this is the topping neckline area here, and then we had a lower neckline with a ton of activity on it, and we dead cat bounced here, and then we broke straight through it here. And this vertical line is a bug. That didn't happen. What in the hell? Sometimes it does that. But yeah, so we tagged the 200 neckline here, and we came right back down on top of this one. So that's what I'm looking for here, is we pick up a high level trend line, boom. We tag the, goodness, it's got to go there like now if it wants to get back to 200 on this trend line. Like, it's got to hit it in a couple hours. So that might be happening. We might be freaking smashing this thing in like 2 hours and then wobbling back down to the 200. And that should be support for the next move. And we've got our bubble support here. We probably would pop and wedge in here, something like that. Let's draw it. Now I got to get this published because this is happening. It's happening. It's going crazy. Like boom, and then like boom, and then, you know, pop, 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 and wobble, and then probably like some consolidation on top, and then we can go for the next move. But this should be our trend line, and there's no more necklines or anything on this chart. So it's sky is the limit. Once we pop out above this, we'll be breaking the top of the previous bubble. And I don't know, like expectation range just from looking at a bunch of bubbles, like this pre-bubble hit 5, right? So I would say 2,000 is kind of the upper limit, and probably 1,000 is the lower limit of what to aim for on the bubble. But same thing as this previous bubble here. Just the pattern to look at. Oh, you can see the same kind of thing. See, we kind of wedged in under a neckline and then kind of consolidate on top, and then you pop. That's what I'm looking for on. Well, goodness, this thing like went way beyond the strike target before it did all of that stuff. But I don't think that'll happen this time because we have necklines as resistance. But yeah, this thing. See, when it gets up there and it starts chopping down and bouncing higher, chop down, bouncing higher, chops down, bounces higher, chops down, bounces higher. And so once you start getting those chop and bounce things, just like we're getting on the real stock market since 2018, like that's a topping pattern. So we're in a topping pattern on the stock market, and this is the previous topping pattern for this one, which is a really good example because they look similar a lot of times. So yeah, dude, I think this thing's freaking doing it. Okay, so yeah, not investment advice. Like, subscribe, whatever. Check out my GameStop playlist, and yeah, enjoy the bubbles. And my goodness, like it looks like a massive dead cat bounce on the stock market. So I am. Wow, that was a really good entry. I shorted the hell out of ARK this morning, and I went super long GameStop this morning when we got this higher trendline consolidation. I went freaking all in on GameStop here. So hopefully that works out. Yeah. All right, cool. Happy trading.